Gosh, I'm hungry. Alright. I've no one to blame for this but myself, really. Oh, man, it is already Wednesday, thank heavens. 28 minutes till my food is there. Fuck yeah. Me so hungry. So 28 minutes, a little bit of Rudy Tooty point and shooty. Home on the range. I got myself a nice new horse. Comfina. Oh, there she is. Ain't she a beaut? Yeah, you are. Look at this guy. All belts. Look at this. I mean, it's clear that Rockstar's making fun of like this. Look at that belt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 belts on one side. 5 on the other. I got like a shit ton of belts on my shoes. It's fucking ridiculous. Which makes it perfect for bounty hunt. Oh no, kitty. Get off. Yes, it is indeed a fine horse. Good sir. Fair sir. You Austin? That's the desert area.
Yep, no, gotta get used to that.
Yep. Wait, one of the challenges is just leading my horse. Look at that. Let's do it.
Hey, mister.
Howdy. Ah, the camera perspective changes also changes where straight ahead is. I moved apartments last year. I really like this one. Quite used to it. It's got floor heating. It heats the floor. Ain't that wild? It was wild to me. Da, 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 na, 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 na. Alright, I think I should have let it long enough now. Daily chat. Yep, just finished it. Alright, I'll open up a posse, see if anyone wants to join at this hour. pre-luncheon hour, and then I gotta actually do some work in the afternoon. It's gonna be a bummer and a bunch. 28 minutes until delivered. That's what it said 8 minutes ago. Ah, okay, 23 minutes. There we go. Yeah, heated floors, ain't that something? It's a nice place. It's a little expensive, but before my wife lost her job, it was quite affordable. Now, it's all right. I think she'll get a job again soon. She worked in marketing for some like beach resort for the city. It's this weird thing. They did events, and I mean everything died down obviously because of well, the COVIDs, you know. So yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's true, isn't it? Oh. Let's see. I have a nice. Let me take out the pistols. Express. Let's put in some split point in them. How does that increase the accuracy? I don't even. Fuck it. Let's just do the regular. I'm not wasting more on these useless fucking enemies. I'm just gonna fucking Shrektify anyway. Let's switch to the slug shotgun. It's need cleaning? No, everything's fine here. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if they'll hire her again. I don't know. Because they were kind of shit as an employer. She didn't make a lot of money. She was making, what was she making? She worked 7 days a week some days. Some weeks, you know, it was bullshit. And she was making, God, how much was she making? Like 1K? Just above 1K? Euronies? That ain't a lot. She's educated. She got a master's degree too. I told her, just go to corporation. She said, nah, corporation ain't for her. It's too big. And I'm like, I reckon that's right. You're right in that. You know, there's just a lot of bullshit with that. You know, corporations, you gotta fake a lot of stuff. It's fake. I mean, I'm literally working right now in the corporation, so you know, it's target is nearby. Oh my god, I gotta search for her. Gosh darn it. I myself would like to become more independent. I want to become. I hope they legalize weed here. I want to get into weed growing, automate that, get a little farm, get a little comfy farms going. Homegrown Czech weed. Wouldn't that be amazing? Become a hunter. Study forestry management. You know, like give back to the planet instead of, you know, just consume, consume, consume. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. There's no rush. Yet. Yeah, let's go and try and find her. Yeah, it's a bit soul destroying, realizing I'm just part of this big ass cog. A small cog in like this big ass system. Finding out that my company also supports the Saudi military. Oh, you're here already? Wow, that was really fast. Well, this worked out. You were right there. Maeve Mama Cresswell. Alright, Maeve. Hop on. La 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 la. 10 minutes left. Jeez, Louisiana. Easy Louisiana. Oh right, I was complaining about something. We help the Saudi military. That's what our company does. I mean, a lot of them do. They pay well. I mean, oh, what? In gosh darn's name. Damn, really learn to shoot. Ain't you a darn ass? Money, 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 money.
Let me go! Let me go now!
Let me go. Let me go now. La di da di da da da. Did you now? Did you know? Huh? You're ruining my autopiloting here.
Untie me or else!
Or else what? You are in no position to make any demands. What are these things? Oh, they're turkeys. Man, they showed up weird there. They weren't like really generated at first. Maybe that's why it's so smooth now. My view distance is really small.
Cockless pile of shit!
Lol. Imagine joining my posse now,
Oh my god!
and like, you already get a bounty done. You get two. You get two things. You get one bounty, and then you also get the challenge done for finishing this over 5 minutes.
I'm not looking for strife now.
Yeah, then get the fuck out of my way, dumbass.
Another stain on the reputation of this county, all set to be wiped clean. Throw 'em in the cell. Spend it in town.
You're my boss, so spend it where I want, bitch. La 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 la. Alright, let's do one more and then the food should be here. Hope you guys have a calm Wednesday ahead. Huh? Not too stressful. Take it easy here. If you're working in a corporation now, home office these days, just take advantage of it. Take care of yourself first. Corporation don't give a fuck about you, man. We're a dime a dozen, dude. Dime a fucking dozen. You don't do it, someone else will. What the fuck is your problem? Is this a cheater? What the hell are you? What the hell are you doing here? Little ass. Mind my own fucking business, little cock. Who's this dumbass? Oh, some little Russian kid. I guess, oh, I'm still on defensive. He probably thought he could have an easy kill, but if you're on defensive, it's harder to shoot you. There's no auto aim. I always play without auto aim anyway. So, that's crucial. God, I gotta take a piss. Oh, well, this was a fun little break. But I am back here. Fucker's running. You kidding me? Get the fuck back here, you little asshole. God, I hate when they run. Easy. Ooh. Peasy. No, that wasn't easy peasy. Where did I learn to shoot? Oh, guys, you're calling, guys. My food is almost here. Oh, they're calling me. Well, this was enjoyable. Take care, gentlemen.
Ain't worth the trouble.
Good business. Damn good business. To each their due. Money's on the table. Nice horse.
influenced by a research project from Stanford University, conducted by Clifford Nass and Byron Reeves, theorizing that people subconsciously treat computers like human beings. Microsoft had to figure out a way to capitalize off this, and that is exactly what they did, with introducing Office Assistant. Clippy was the answer to all your problems. Whether you have heard about it in retrospect or experienced it yourself, obviously this didn't work. It seems that Microsoft took this research publication a little too literally. Clippy was universally hated and deemed way too distracting. It took a while for Microsoft to get the hint, and Clippy was ultimately removed from future Office versions in 2003, being mostly ignored during that stretch of time. Microsoft had been working on Assistant technology for quite some time before Office 97, with Microsoft Bob for Windows 3.1 and its Microsoft Agent characters such as PD the Parrot and Genie, sort of prototypes of Clippy. So what does this all have to do with Bonzi Buddy? Well, Microsoft may have failed with Office Assistant, but other companies thought the concept still had potential, and that they could do better. About a couple years prior to Windows 95 was the formation of Bonzi Software, created by brothers Joe and Jay Bonzi. Bonzi Software's existence was the perfect concoction of timing and pretty brilliant marketing. It popped up during a time where people didn't really understand the internet or know what direction it was going in. Because of this, Bonzi Software didn't really need a whole lot of ingenuity to become somewhat successful. What helped them take off was their voice email application. Rather than sending text over email, you could send a voice recording of yourself. This might not seem very practical, considering that you could just call somebody on the phone using the exact same phone line you used to get online, but it didn't matter. It was a thing on the internet, and that was cool. This allowed them to create some other programs that would enhance your internet speed as well as protect your PC from potential security breaches. These programs didn't really do anything other than create a firewall and just change basic system configurations. But this didn't stop Bonzi Software from continuing to grow and establishing a name for itself. By the time Clippy was casually sitting on most Windows desktops, Bonzi Software had released the program all of you have been waiting for, Bonzi Buddy. It used technology very similar to Microsoft Agent, and even used one of its characters, Petey, the talking green parrot. This version of Bonzi Buddy would not last very long though, and a character change would quickly take place. Whether it was due to copyright infringement from Microsoft's end or simply a desire to be more original, we just aren't exactly sure. All we know is that the brand new Bonzi Buddy would introduce Bonzi Software's very own character, a talking purple gorilla. Most of the other parts of the program would remain unchanged, using Microsoft's speech engine and a similar user interface. But what exactly did the program do? Well, as a virtual desktop assistant, its main features would be designed exclusively for the user's convenience. This would include keeping track of and reminding you of your calendar events, basically a virtual secretary, reading your emails out loud to you, telling jokes or fun facts, using a built-in search tool that allowed you to use the program to search for things on the web, and a custom text-to-speech tool, where the program would say whatever you typed in. Some features might have seemed rather pointless or just overcomplicated, but the big selling point was that it was free. Well, not exactly a selling point since users didn't pay for anything, but there were premium versions of the program users could purchase to get even more out of its features. Anyway, Bonzi Buddy was getting numerous downloads from a huge range of demographics. All kinds of people were using it. But over time, things started to get a little weird. Since Bonzi Buddy was going to be your virtual friend, of course it was going to have to get to know you. This would create a warm introduction to the program for the user and allow it to optimize your PC. It would ask for your name, your age, your address? Yeah, it seems a bit obvious now, but it took a while for most users at the time to realize that Bonzi Buddy was essentially just spyware.
Of the year.
In actuality, the program was using a backdoor Trojan horse to take this information and put it on the Bonzi software database without the user's consent. This would allow them to use this information to install certain pop-up ads on your computer. again without consent. The real kicker for this was that these weren't just your typical annoying ads. Bonzi Software did something that, while a bit obvious and fake-looking now, was at the time quite new and unsettling. These were ads that would appear as critical Windows errors, telling you that your computer was at risk unless you install Bonzi programs. Bonzi Buddy would also repeatedly change your homepage to the Bonzi website, as well as your default built-in search engine, again without asking you. So not only was Bonzi Buddy internet spyware, but it was also malware and adware, just about every bad name in the book. With this news coming out, people were becoming more apprehensive about what kind of things they were downloading from the web, and were now on the lookout for the Bonzi Buddy virus. Though depending on who you talk to, calling Bonzi Buddy a virus is about as misleading as the actual program is. In order for software to fall under the definition of a computer virus, it has to be capable of replicating itself in a harmful way that can allow it to spread across multiple systems. And since Bonzi Buddy doesn't replicate itself, it would not fit this term. But not everyone agrees with this. By installing a backdoor, Bonzi Buddy allows other malicious programs, such as viruses, to get into your system. Because it was equally destructive in the long term, people just might as well call it a virus, as its behavior is indistinguishable to most computer users, who will just think that any program that is bad is a virus. At the end of the day, this is purely an argument of semantics, and doesn't take away from the amount of damage that Bonzi Buddy actually caused. It was a lot. In 2002, Bonzi Software faced its very first class action lawsuit for the misleading pop-up ads, where they were ordered to give $500 to each user that encountered one, and another $5 for each ad impression. Adding all of this up, Bonzi Software owed billions of dollars in reparations. Considering that was more money than the entire Microsoft antitrust lawsuit, this amount didn't seem very realistic for a third-party internet company. Consequently, Bonzi Software settled for $175,000. Things were becoming a bit limited for Bonzi Software. Finances were tight, and the company was essentially walking on eggshells, removing the misleading pop-up ad designs and laying low to litigious eyes. But the final nail in the coffin would be in 2004, where the company would face another lawsuit. Bonzi Buddy's spying tendencies didn't stop, and the once cool feature of collecting a user's age would be the kiss of death for the company. Because many users were well under the age of 13, Bonzi Buddy's practices violated COPPA, collecting the information of children without parent or guardian permission. When Bonzi Software was forced to pay $75,000 in damages, it was clear that this was the end. Bonzi Software's 11-year journey concluded that same year, and the company had gone under, and Joe and Jay Bonzi went off to go form other companies. So, as you would expect, the death of Bonzi Software led to the death of Bonzi Buddy. It would quickly lose full support for future Windows versions, and despite it being available for download for another 4 years after the company's dissolution, would quickly be forgotten. Though as time progressed, so did nostalgia and inquiry. The program had a sort of resurrection in 2014, when it was repopularized in a YouTube video by Joel from the Vinesauce channel, a video which focused on destroying Windows XP with malicious programs. It didn't take long for the program to become an internet phenomenon, the butt of many online jokes. Bonzi Buddy seemed to serve as a testament for how quickly things age on the internet. Just 10 years prior, people were unironically using this program, which now just looked completely ridiculous and obviously suspect. Ah yes, Bonzi Buddy. I remember that. Fortunately, because Bonzi Software no longer exists, Bonzi Buddy can no longer collect user information, making it essentially benign. It is now available to download from multiple third-party websites, allowing it to truthfully serve as the computer assistant that it was superficially advertised to be. No more danger, right? Well, let's find out. We could talk about Bonzi Buddy all day, but I think it would be more interesting to actually put it to the test. With Bonzi Software now being a defunct company, I don't suspect that Bonzi Buddy is actually going to be capable of doing much harm. But I would like to show you just some of the minimal functionalities that it still has, the ones that were primarily advertised for the program. The program is already downloaded to my computer, so I will save you all the trouble of installing it. Everything is looking good on my end, so let's give it an open, shall we?
Well, hello there.
Hello.
I don't believe we've been properly introduced. I'm Bonzi. What is your name?
This is where we register our information. Get to know Bonzi Buddy. I will promptly fill that out.
Nice to meet you, Brian.
Here is some additional registration stuff that I will go ahead and fill out. Okay, now let's take a look at our options. As you can see, even now, there's quite a variety of things you can still do with the assistant. Probably nothing particularly helpful nowadays, but they still work, for the most part. What shall we try first? Let's have him tell a joke.
Not a problem. What did the digital clock say to the grandfather clock? Look, no end.
Beautiful. That is totally my kind of stupid humor. Let's do another one.
Not a problem. Which is the saddest tree? A weeping willow.
These are actually good. Or maybe the bar for comedy is just really low for me. Go ahead and tell a fun fact.
Here's something for you, Brian. Did you know that the Earth moves around the Sun at 66,641 miles per hour?
Huh.
Who knew?
A thing like that. Let's go ahead and play some games. Okay, it works.
Let the games begin.
This one actually ages pretty well. Games like these don't really get old. Sadly, I can actually find myself playing these for hours, so we should probably cut it short before things get out of hand. Oh, okay. Not sure what I did, but that's cool.
Okay, Ryan, where do you want to go?
As you can see, some features simply just don't work anymore. And others, like the calendar feature, have just come to show their age, seeing that you can just